Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, and in today's video I'm going to be talking about the Vala witches, but I was taking videos of the Fort Maria library and I saw these people, and I don't know if they're new, let me know if they are new, but they weren't here when we did these quests, and one of them knew my name, and you'll see it later, but I'm just so confused. Who are these people? Are they druids? I don't know, and there's one of them stranded on one of those spinning bookshelves, and I'll turn around so you can see it soon. But yeah, I'm just so confused. And there's also picture frames in this library. Some of them look really cool, and I hope that maybe someday we'll get like different dimensions of these places, because one of them has like Pegasus like flying around, and I don't know what it is. It kind of reminds me of Thor Ragnarok and the Valkyries, I think, and they're like flying into battle. It kind of reminds me of that. And then there's this one where it's like greenery and stuff. See, this character knew my name, and I thought that was so weird. Sorry, this might seem all over the place. I'm just so confused. This is literally right after I recorded all of this, and yeah, it's just so random. I don't remember the library being this detailed, but I've never actually been back to it since the story quest. So yeah, that's the photo of the Valkyrie that reminds me of them. And yeah, some of these paintings are just so odd. Like, that's Rianne, the soul riding girl, I think, which is like, why is she in the library? Maybe it's not her and I'm just like thinking it is. And here's some more photos that are just confusing me. Like, why are these here? Maybe this has already been explained and I haven't like read it yet, but yeah. And also there's this weird mysterious door, and I think Miss Holdsworth told us not to go near it, or it was the thing that was running around with Concorde that we had a quest with, and I forget what it's called, but yeah. And it also had weird noises when I was standing beside the door, and I will play it. It sounds like something's growling. Okay, also you guys, I don't know if this is new and it's always been here, but there is this character called Lady of Lore, and this character is kind of hidden in like a back alleyway of the library, and I don't know what it is, but I just get such an eerie feeling being in this library. I started getting anxiety because of it, and I don't know, I just think that's so weird for Star Stable. Maybe this like recaptures that like feeling that we all felt when we first began playing this game back in like, what, 2013 was it? Maybe I'm misremembering, but yeah. Let me know what you think, and yeah, on to the regular scheduled video. So I'm gonna start off with a bit of backstory and just everything we know about the Vala witches so far. The Vala witches were first introduced to the players during a quest where Anne ran off with Concorde to try and find a way to age her up, since she got reincarnated as a foal when the first Concorde died, and then we were chased through Hollow Woods and had to seek the help of Pie the Witch, who then ran off and blocked us out of her swamp when the Vala witches were mentioned because she's just so afraid of them. And then we went on a quest to find Mrs. Holdsworth, another witch, in the Fort Maria library, and we met Sylvie outside of the library when she chased us. I vaguely remember that part of the quest, but I know that she like attacked us there. And then we met her later once we found the way to get into Devil's Gap. And in the quest with Sylvie, we saw a few cutscenes, and in these cutscenes we find out that she's working for both sides, the Dark Riders and the Soul Riders, and from my understanding, she just wants to destroy everything, and she's the one who unleashed the Pool of Pandemonium. But for me, I just call it the annoying purple chaos tornado above Yaharlem that I'm just forced to look at, and it's so irritating that it's still in the game. For my theory, I'm going to assume we defeat Garnock and the Soul Riders have been disbanded with maybe one of them gone or like they're gonna die. And I'm gonna say it's Jessica or whatever this character's name is now. I forget because they're very unknown to the player, or at least they don't have a huge role in the story compared to the other Dark Riders. And in this theory, Sabine is going to be a catty, competitive dressage rider when she retires from the whole Dark Rider thing. And the new Dark Rider we got, we don't know too much about, so I'm gonna leave her out of this and she'll just be like that wild card. And I'm gonna mention Katya since a lot of players have theorized that she's the Ice Witch that is located in Dino Valley, who has yet to make an appearance. So for the first part of my theory, it would be the Vala Witches becoming the next big villain of the game, and if they were to take like a TV show approach to creating a story, or like if SSO did this approach, this would be the A plot of the story, and I would love to keep the magical themes of the game involved with the main story, so that's why I'm making like the Vala Witches the A plot, since it's really fun and it's been the core of the story since the Starshine Legacy games, so it would feel weird, at least to me, if they made everything like a realistic horse game. So yeah, I really hope that this is like still a part, the magical themes are still a part of the story moving forward. And in my theory, we could discover the history of the Vala Witches and find out that they were a coven and some other witches are a part of this coven that could still be banished from Jorvik during one of their rituals that went wrong, and Sylvie being one of them that is currently free, and the other witch that could be free is the Ice Witch. And we could maybe get this character if they went down this route. And I would also love it if SSO brought back the character Marazin. I found this in a Reddit post, and this character is from one of the books or like a newsletter that SSO released, and SSO apparently used this character for the new Dark Rider design, but I think they could do like a slight redesign and remove the part where the cat turns into the horse and just like have the character and their cat in the game. And it's been said that Marazin is located on the other side of Jorvik, so I think this could also be a great opportunity for SSO to expand the map. And there's two ways SSO could use this character. First, with Marazin being a villain and being a part of this old coven of witches, or Marazin could be a good guy or like some sort of anti-hero where they help like both sides and helps our character stop the witches, and that's why we have to go explore this part of the map to try and find her. Now, what I struggle with when I was coming up with this theory is, what do the Vala Witches want? And we know the Ice Witch was worshipped by the culters when they were in the game, and we also know from the Jorvikipedia that Sylvie and her kind were bound by their own curses and spells, so maybe they want to seek revenge on Jorvik, or they want to seek revenge on someone, or maybe they're like draining the magic on Jorvik and that would cause everything to die, so we have to stop them. Yeah, I am kind of confused with what they want when I was trying to come up with this theory, so if you have an idea, let me know in the comments. And some of the main characters from the current storyline that I would love to see continue with our character. First one is Mrs. Holtzworth. Since she's a good witch, it's obvious why she would want to be with us, and maybe we could get some cool backstory about her, since I think she's been on Jorvik her entire life, and maybe we could also get some cutscenes from her youth and maybe who taught her, and maybe her like family is like a family of witches. I don't know, I'm just working with it. And also her learning magic, and maybe she could teach us magic and like potions and maybe like some other witchy stuff. Also her sidekick from the library, it would be really fun to have that creature with us. I don't know what it's called, but I remember that character being really fun to have alongside us, so I think it'd be fun to bring that character along. And she could also have us explore more of the library and some of the locked rooms. I think it'd be really fun to maybe see what's behind the doors. So moving on to the second character I would want to have with us, it's Linda. She's book smart and, in my opinion, one of the only soul riders we've spent the most time with, and who's really been like a true friend to our character, because currently all the soul riders, I don't know, they're kind of like neutral or passive aggressive with us. So yeah, I just want Linda to be with us. And some examples of us being with her a lot is us researching with her, and she's also helped us look into Catherine's memories, and I think this could be useful when we're learning more about witches, because she's book smart. I think she could learn it. And yeah, and for the rest of the main characters, I'd like to see them retire and could fulfill her dreams of becoming a vet and go to South Hooth, and we could get like a daily quest with her there, rescuing and recovering foals and injured horses. Alex could be with Maya at the Dew Farm and we could repair it. And for the druids, we could occasionally visit them for like a side quest, but our main person we report to is Mrs. Holdsworth. And also for Lisa, I think it'd be fun if we could have like her in Jorvik City trying to start up a band. And yeah, I remember one of the old games that we used to have was a singing game. I vaguely remember it, but if you know what I mean, I think it'd be fun to have maybe parts of that in the current game that we have now. So yeah, this is my theory. Let me know what you think, and I will talk to you guys in the next one.